Hi everyone, welcome to my home office, and I just want to take a few minutes to speak to you in video format because I wrote a very lengthy email last week and I'm going to write another email this week, but I do think that some people learn better or understand what I'm trying to say better if I say it in verbal form and if you can see me on a video. So we don't get the back and forth that we would get in a classroom, but I do think that perhaps making this video will be beneficial to students who don't understand what I'm trying to say in an email. So I hope that all of you are healthy. I hope that all of your family members are healthy, and I hope that everyone is taking the necessary precautions to make sure that it stays that way. This is a very unusual time. And so we need to take whatever precautions we need to make sure that this coronavirus stays contained and that none of us get it. All right, so what are we doing this week? We're doing another research paper like you did with the argument, and I look forward to reading those arguments. But this time, this is going to be a cause and effect essay. So a cause is something happens. The effect is the result of what happens. So let's say the cause is, let's say I'm overweight, and the cause is that I decide to eat fewer calories and do more exercise, and the effect is I lose weight. So that could be a cause and effect relationship, right? If I don't consume fewer calories and if I don't exercise more, then I don't get the effect of losing weight. I stay, overweight. So that could be one cause and effect relationship. And what you're going to see is I have uploaded the research paper guidelines, and there is a sample proposal in there. So this week, all you're going to do is do a little bit of research and give me a proposal. Now, the sample proposal does not include the works cited page. I want you to include that in your proposal, and I'm going to write that in the email as well so that you understand that. I just need to know what kind of research you've done and how you plan to implement that research to show that one thing is a cause and the other thing is the effect. I've given you a list of possible topics at the end of those instructions on how to do the cause and effect essay. And some of them are related to health and nutrition. Some of them are related to sports. Some of them are related to history. The history one would probably be the easiest one for many of you because, what caused World War I? Well, this happened, and World War I was the effect. Something like that. But in nutrition, and many of you are students of the healthcare teachers at our school, some of you might be able to take something in that category and run with it, right? So what causes a heart attack? Boom. We don't know. So you're going to have to explain it to us. You are going to have to do research just like you did for the argument. You're going to have to implement that research. And as before, you're going to have to use Galileo as your research. Some other helpful things you're going to find in this week's folder. You're going to find a sample proposal and a sample works cited page, so you'll know what those look like. And then there is a video in there. Now, it's almost an hour long about writing research papers. It does feature a teacher that some of you may be familiar with, who is Miss Sampson. And it's basically one of the classes she taught at Albany Tech, where she taught how to do a research paper. Like I said, it's 55 minutes, but you may find it useful. So just know this. I'm going to write all this in an email. I'm giving it to you vocally for those students who understand things better if I say it than if I write it. And there should be plenty of resources in the folder to help you out. Now, there won't be a video or any assignments next week because next week is spring break. I know that Albany Tech has said this week is spring break. That is only for the C-term classes. For us, we're going to stay on schedule because I know that next week is spring break. I know that next week, many of you may have already made plans, so it would be unfair of me to say, oh, this is your spring break and you have to put your plans on hold. So I don't want to do that. I want you to keep the plans that you have made with yourself or with your friends or with your family. So this week we're going to do the research paper proposal on the cause and effect essay. You'll take next week off, and then we'll learn at some point whether we come back to school again on April the 6th, or if this little furlough is going to go on any longer. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me and ask me them, and we'll go from there.